So, Benny Blanco, of course, is still continuing to make the rounds. Him and Selena Gomez, of course, they're now in love, mushy-gushy. We touched a little bit on him last week, but it was more Bieber-centric. But Benny Blanco's still doing the publicity rounds for the co-album with Selena Gomez. That's out now. I think it's called I Said I Love You First or something like that. Something mushy-gushy because they're in love.
What are we doing?
And so he's doing rounds, he's doing the pubs, he's doing the pods, publish for the album coming out. And he stopped by his friends, Santino and Santino's pod, Bad Friends, featuring a friend of our show, Bobby Lee. Listen, Bob and I, we go way back. Mad TV days, we used to kick it, hang out, play Halo together. Those were the days. Bobby Lee, friend of the show, Andrew Santino, they're talking to Benny Blanco. And so naturally, I turned on this episode and I learned some things. This episode was real juicy. If you thought the Hot Ones interview with Blanco and Selena was a little awkward and like all of the other interviews where they're together, all of those are kind of awkward. But if you look at the solo promo they're doing and look at some of the solo stuff Benny's doing while Selena's not there, because you know for a fact that Benny Blanco put it on the list. It was on the list for him to do the Bad Friends podcast because him and Andrew Santino have been friends for a while. So of course he was going to go there. And Selena Gomez took one quick search on YouTube, Bad Friends podcast, took one good look at the set and said, yeah, babe, you can do that one on your own if it's not mandatory because I'm Selena Gomez, and I want to be nowhere near Bobby Lee and the Bad Friends podcast.
What are we doing?
And so Blanco went alone. Benny went alone. Benny went alone to Bad Friends, but we got some juicy, juicy, juicy drops from our good friend Benny Blanco, okay? Now, we've said in the past, Benny, he's a little off. He's 1% off. He's a little weird, but that's why we love him. That's why Selena loves him. That's why everyone falls in love with him. That's why he's hot right now, because he's just a little weird. And being a little weird is in. You know what I mean? I'm a little weird. You're a little weird. My son's a little weird. Everyone's got their own little weird kind of quirks. And that's why I think we're all kind of aligning and vibing with Benny Blanco at the moment. And so in 2025, we're promoting this album, and listen to this. So this is from his interview with the Bad Friends podcast. And listen to how he describes his perfect woman, as well as his relationship with Selena. Ladies, I need you all to start being incredibly jealous.
What are we doing?
Ladies, grab your boyfriend, grab your fiance, grab your husband, your significant other, whoever your partner is, whoever means the most to you in your life, grab them. Then show them this exact spot of the podcast. This is how Benny Blanco describes his perfect woman, aka Selena Gomez. Ladies, eat your heart out. It's utterly, I cried, okay? And I was a little wet downstairs because of how he just so perfectly describes what should be anyone's wedding vows. If you're trying to write them, pay close attention because Benny Blanco's got you covered.
Keep going.
Okay,
Because I'm learning from you.
Okay, and I wanted someone who was kind and like who actually like Selena's incredible. When I wake up in the morning, I know what's going through her head, and now what's going through my head too is like, how can we make like today like the best day for both of us? Like she's thinking about me, and she's thinking, and I feel like a lot of times in relationships, I felt like I was always giving and I wasn't getting what I wanted in return.
Right.
And she's so thoughtful, so caring, so compassionate. So I really wanted someone like that. I basically manifested the perfect person for me.
Would you?
And I
that?
wanted
Manifest.
That's what I want to.
Yeah, you got to.
Let's go down your realistic checklist. What was your first date like?
Our first.
So here's the first date, right? So ladies, hey, am I right? Yes or yes?
What are we doing?
I mean, is he not just the perfect man? Is Selena Gomez not the luckiest girl on this planet?
What are we doing?
So he's describing the first date. Okay. And so if this isn't, again, one of the most adorable thing. Now, how important is a first date? You know what I mean? For 98% of women surveyed, they consider the first date a make or break for any future relationship with a guy.
What are we doing?
And for the record, I just made up that statistic. Here we go. Take a listen.
We had like left. We left the studio one day. We start texting, and
So you're producing her album.
I produce with her. And I have for 10
Sure.
plus years.
So you guys are in the studio.
We were
And
just-
what about this? You know,
Yeah. I was
yeah.
chicken. Yeah. It was,
And she's like, I don't like that
That's how
sound.
it
But that's bum, 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 bum.
Oh, you listen
See,
to
I
her
like
stuff.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, go. And then you're afterwards, go ahead.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So afterwards, she texts me, or no, I texted her, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "What a great set!" I forget what happened, something, and then we start texting back and forth, and I'm busy that night, and we're just texting back and forth, and yeah,
Real quick.
yeah.
Is there sexual, when you worked with her before, was there some sort of sexual tension?
All right.
There's never been sexual
So
tension.
you never even thought about it?
No, I never thought. We've always been in relationships. We've always like we've never even been single at the same time.
Professional mode always.
Okay, so we start like texting, and somehow we start sending like selfies back and
Finally,
forth.
we get to
that's
the
how it
first
starts.
date. Okay, finally, here's Jesus Christ. We're going to cut all that out. Finally here. So here is Benny Blanco. This is where the first date comes in.
It was like a selfie thing,
Right.
and
You guys are giggling.
there was giggling, but I wasn't thinking of anything. I was just like, oh, I'm just like we're
And
working on the song.
For the record, Benny Blanco has a toast, an over easy egg phone case, and a pack of Welch's fruit snacks just on standby in case in the middle of this episode he gets a little hungry.
What are we doing?
I don't know if anyone clocked that. The phone case and the mini pack of fruit snacks, core Benny Blanco.
It's cool. And then she was like, you want to get some food tomorrow? And so, okay. So while we were at the session, we were talking about our dating lives, and I was like, oh my God, I know so many great guys. Why don't you like come to our house one day and like, we'll have like a dinner and you can meet some people. Like I literally wasn't even thinking about it.
So now that we're done talking all nice and mushy-gushy about Selena, he says something that confirmed our thoughts. Back when we were watching the Hot Ones episode with Benny Blanco and Selena Gomez promoting the album, I thought there was something a little off with Selena. She was talking a little funny, and everyone was like, hey man, what's going on with Selena? And Benny here confirms it. Take a listen.
I mean, just like on a phone call, like, all right, love you, bye.
She was getting like I forget. She was getting like dental work or something. Something happened.
What are we doing?
She got her teeth done, and that's exactly why Selena Gomez sounded like this on the Hot Ones episode.
And for me personally, for sure, I was able to tell him things that I don't think I would in another relationship.
Okay, so
Because he was also, to me, like the conductor of this record, and I don't know, I felt like I could tell him things that maybe
we figured it out.
What are we doing?
We figured it out. We're basically TMZ. We've popped the lid. This is probably already headline news, but in case you haven't heard here first, Benny Blanco just confirmed Selena Gomez got her teeth done. Why? That is something that you need to know or need to be worried about. It's not. Why we're reporting on it, I have no idea. I wasn't planning on it, but this is where the ADHD tangent went. You know what I mean? So it must be important. It's going to be important to at least one person. I guarantee you when we inevitably clip this part of the episode, one person is going to care and be like, I knew it. I knew she got her teeth done. That Selena Gomez, that sneaky, pretty little girl dating a weirdo like Benny Blanco. I knew it.
What are we doing?
And then that's going to be it. And so if it's for that one person, then it's for anything else. You know what I mean? And so it's Benny Blanco season. But at the end of the day, he is just, like I said, he's like that 1% off. And it's now to the point where we've got these dudes that are just straight up ripping Benny Blanco on TikTok. Like, look This is such him though. This is so him. I've heard him say all of this. Listen to this is so good. This creator, ready?
That makes Selena so special is like her biological makeup is so perfect. It's honestly insane. It's to the point where I'll actually drink her bath water just to get her pheromones and her leftovers in my system, kind of to make me the perfect person like she is. Thing about Selena is she's one of the most thoughtful people I've ever met. She's so thoughtful that even when she poops, her scent is literally Fritos, which is my favorite snack, besides Selena. But if you're a man and you're grossed out by your woman using the bathroom, imagine how grossed out your woman is that you're not a good listener.
Dude, I mean, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Like, what are we talking about?
What are we doing?
It's so good. It's literally so good.